If you ask anyone about the future of cars, they'll definitely say electric, with Tesla at the forefront of the movement. But what if we told you there's another option that's just as good, if not better, than battery electric vehicles? What if you could power cars with the universe's most abundant resource and only produce water as a byproduct? Hydrogen fuel cells are a promising technology that can disrupt the auto industry, but have faced great skepticism over the years.
I don't want to turn this into a debate on hydrogen fuel cells because I just think that they're extremely silly. The people have published, there's multiple sort of rebuttals of it online. It's just very difficult to make hydrogen and store it and use it in a car.
Elon Musk, who had previously dubbed hydrogen fuel cells as fool cells and called the technology mind-bogglingly stupid, has also decided that he will be switching Tesla from batteries to hydrogen power in 2024. He also mentioned the first vehicle to arrive using the fuel will fittingly be called the Model H. This 180-degree shift in Musk's opinion is thought to be due to terminal problems encountered in the mass production of the 4680 battery. In today's video, we will talk about Elon Musk's new hydrogen fuel Tesla, along with all the latest and exclusive features, the key differences between hydrogen versus electric cars, and how these hydrogen-fueled cars can take Tesla to the next level in zero-emission space. So stay tuned till the end of this video if you don't want to miss out anything. Now let's dive in right away. Tesla and its competitors in the battery-powered electric vehicle market dominate debate over who will control the future of cars. But there's another kind of green transportation technology, called fuel cell electric vehicles, making inroads in the United States. And it is based on the most abundant resource in the universe. Before moving on, let us explain the basic differences between hydrogen versus electric vehicles. An electric car is powered by a lithium-ion battery, which supplies power to a motor to power the various parts of the vehicle. The batteries are recharged by plugging into the electricity grid, much as with any other electrical device, such as a computer or telephone. Hydrogen cars, on the other hand, also contain an electric motor, which is fueled by hydrogen fuel cells, which allows hydrogen to react with oxygen to create the chemical production of electricity and water vapors. The electricity powers the motor while the harmless water vapors are released into the atmosphere. Hydrogen fuel cell cars, also known as fuel cell electric vehicles, are refueled with hydrogen at specific service stations that contain pressurized tanks of the natural gas. Just recently, Elon Musk shocked his followers on Twitter with his announcement that Tesla will switch from batteries to hydrogen power in 2024. And the first vehicle based on this technology will be called Model H. The Model H will sit somewhere between the Model X and Model Y in size and be another vehicle in the crossover segment that has become one of the most popular body styles currently on the market. In typical Musk fashion, the Model H will have groundbreaking features, with the headline capability being Hindenburg mode, derived from Spacex technology. This uses onboard hydrogen to provide a rocket-based flaming speed boost, which will reportedly allow the Model H to hit 60 mph in just 1.2 seconds. This will rapidly deplete range though, which is WLTP rated at 451 miles with a more frugal driving style. The Model H will be a 5-seater, but with a 7-seat option, and is clearly aimed at occupant comfort on long journeys. The water output from the fuel cell can be piped into the car to provide refreshing drinks for passengers. The AMD Ryzen-powered entertainment system will also come preloaded with a series of classic movies and documentaries, including Chain Reaction, Cold Fusion, Fire from Water, Element 1, and Dr. Teller's Very Large Bomb. The Dyson Sphere program game will also be available for both front and rear passengers. Tesla's supercharger network will be phased out and replaced by hydrogen fuel pumps called Protium Shake Stations. These will be available to all hydrogen-powered vehicles from launch, if any other manufacturers can be bothered to make them. Tesla will also be investigating powering future vehicles with deuterium and tritium variants of hydrogen, in a strategy Musk is calling the new isotope age. Musk is allegedly counteracting the much-discussed inefficiency of hydrogen by using the new yellow version created from genetically modified lemons. When asked to comment on Tesla's shift to hydrogen, Toyota spokesperson John Shunt said, "The utter cheek of it." After all the negative comments he has made about hydrogen, Elon Musk waits until we backed away from it and pledged 30 BEV by 2030 to announce this. I can't believe even he would mess us around so much. Just as we've switched to batteries, he goes hydrogen. What a total bullshit. What most people don't know is that hydrogen power has been on the market for years, but in an extremely limited capacity. There are currently 39 public hydrogen fueling stations in California, with another 25 in development, along with a couple in Hawaii. Now the East Coast is getting its own infrastructure. A handful of stations are up and running, and more are in the works in New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. But Tesla is not the only company striving to create hydrogen-based vehicles. Honda also has made a big commitment to hydrogen. There are currently nearly 1,100 Honda Clarity fuel cell vehicles on the road in the US. Honda only offers the Clarity fuel cell in California for lease. It offers battery electric power and hybrid versions of the car for lease or sale. Out of the 20,174 sold or leased in 2018, 624 were fuel cell variants, 948 were battery electrics, and 18,602 were the plug-in hybrid. Possibly the largest drawback with electric cars is the range compared to the amount of time it takes to recharge. This depends on the battery and the type of charging station that is being used, but generally speaking, the range and refueling times make long-distance driving in an electric car more difficult than with hydrogen or traditional combustion engines. While high-power charging stations allow for faster recharging, they can also be more expensive to use. On the other hand, the main problem with hydrogen cars is the lack of infrastructure to support their use. The lack of refueling stations means that for many, hydrogen vehicles are just not a viable option yet. However, it is believed that hydrogen infrastructure is easy to scale up, and so, with the right investment and support, this problem could be solved. The other main difficulty with hydrogen power is cost. Hydrogen-powered cars are not cheap, and refueling prices differ considerably between countries. For example, the cost of refueling a hydrogen-powered car is 4 times that of recharging an electric car in the United States. However, this looks set to change too, with the cost of hydrogen fuel cells having already dropped by more than 80% in recent years. With electric cars, the range is highly dependent on which vehicle you buy. The more expensive vehicles, like the Tesla Model S long range, has a range of 375 miles compared to a real-world range of 150 miles for the less expensive Nissan Leaf Ascenta. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles offer greater ranges and faster refueling times too. The Hyundai Nexo, for example, can manage 414 miles and only takes 5 minutes to fill up, as opposed to the hours it can take to recharge an electric vehicle. However, hydrogen-powered vehicles still tend to be expensive to buy, as there are yet to be any models at the budget end of the market. Safety has been seen as a key concern for hydrogen fuel cells due to the highly flammable nature of hydrogen gas, which burns in air at concentrations ranging from 4 to 75%. However, technological advances have resolved many of these potential safety issues. There are several key differences between hydrogen and electric cars, with each having their own specific advantages and challenges. However, as these challenges are overcome in technology and infrastructure advances, they are both set to be viable options for drivers. Automotive companies like Tesla are already investing time and money into developing this next generation of electric and hydrogen-powered vehicles, so we can expect to see them becoming increasingly common on our roads.